Welcome back to the Yaffee program. I'm laughing because I'm getting texts coming in about Bugsy's bone transplant in her face.
Sorry, bone graft. Bone graft Yaffee.
Bone transplant in your face. That's what I'm calling it. No, yeah, you were trying to think of the word graft because you said you went to the dentist and were prepped for a tooth graft, I guess?
No, a tooth implant.
A tooth
They weren't going to
implant.
graft a new tooth on. They were going to just
I don't know what's
install
happening.
it.
And someone said, yeah, it's not a transplant, it's a graft.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the word. I was like, I don't know, blood transfusion, but with bone.
Somebody else texted and said, stop drinking all the Mr. Pibb. Maybe you won't need a tooth transplant.
I can't help it, okay? The new recipe is delicious.
Is it like better? Really?
It's way better. It tastes like old Mr. Pibb. Pibb Extra isn't the same. It's gross.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Wow. Maybe my mom will send you some from Florida.
Please, I need it.
You need it.
I need it.
All right, let's end the show like we usually do. We have the Yaffee program rewind. Yeah, that time of the show where I remind you if you missed any of it live, the podcast is up on the website, WVNN.com. You can also download the WVNN app or get it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that stuff. And it's brought to you by Jay's Appliance Outlet. If you're trying to update your home, and you got to make sure those appliances are the best you can get, but you don't want to pay too much, of course. Well, you want a great deal on the top brands. Go to Jay's Appliance Outlet. They're located in Athens, off 72 in Athens. They service what they sell as well, so that means you buy an appliance, you get it for a great price. It's going to last a while, and if there is a problem, they can fix it for you. Plus, they can deliver to the area. Jay's Appliance Outlet. What you want to do is dial pound 250, say the keywords Jay's Appliance Outlet. Go today. When you do, let them know Yaffee sent you. All right, today we started the show talking about Iran because apparently Trump was cussing out Netanyahu today over a phone call because Prime Minister Netanyahu was thinking about doing a military operation in Beirut against Hezbollah, and that's ruining this so-called ceasefire. I'm calling it a quasi-ceasefire. So Trump got mad at that. I was more upset not only that Trump did that, but that it leaked. And it seems like it was intentionally leaked because there are those within the Trump administration who want to placate those in the party, the populist right, who hate Israel. So they're trying to throw them a bone, I guess. And I don't want to throw them anything. They're annoying. But also, General Jack Keane was on Fox News talking about it. Skip down to cut 2 of what he said for me.
The other thing, in terms of Iranian violations have been taking place, even more significantly, are in Lebanon, Larry. There was an overall ceasefire on April the 8th, and then a specific ceasefire with a specialized terms of agreement written on April the 17th. And since April the 17th, Hezbollah has fired some 2,400 rockets and drones into northern Israel, so much so that many of the towns and villages in northern Israel are no longer inhabited. And the citizens obviously had to get out of there and evacuate because of the multiple hundreds of Israelis that have already been wounded during this time period. Israel cannot sustain that kind of an attack and expect to exist as a nation. And that's why they have been fighting back and expanding their operations in southern Lebanon here to deal with this onslaught that has been taking place. And to hear the leadership of Iran say that Israel is at fault here when they are conducting offensive operations and all Israel is doing is conducting defensive operations. The president has stepped in today to see if he can get this thing resolved.
Yeah, and we had a good text on this as well. Said if the U.S. was being attacked, like Israel is being attacked by Hezbollah in Lebanon, and another country was telling us not to respond because there is a ceasefire agreement being made, would we just sit back and not respond? I say no. That was Mike and Madison weighing in. It's a good point. How much is Israel supposed to take here? So we talked about that at the beginning of the show. We also have the Alabama bullet points. I'll post that on my social media later. So like the Yaffee Facebook page, follow me on X at Yaffee, or go to Instagram at Yaffee Live. Then we did talk about the latest with redistricting. Steve Marshall said there really isn't enough time to go to a 7-0 map. Barry Moore says it's just the old guard trying to keep things the way they have been. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully the Supreme Court does weigh in on this sometime this week, and I think they're going to side with Alabama. I know some people disagree with that, but I think they will. So we talked about that. We also talked about Graham Plattner, who has a Nazi tattoo. I still don't understand why someone would get a Nazi tattoo, other than the fact that he's just one of those people that trolls online and is outrageous for the sake of being outrageous. But now he's trying to have a legitimate campaign, and his past is catching up with him. So we had that. We had a great interview with Victoria Coates as well. Talked about the protests in New Jersey and what's trending with Bugsy. If you missed any of that, the podcast is up on the website. Thanks to Bugsy for producing. The Vin Show is up next. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time. See you then.
It's the Yaffee Program on WVNN.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.